to a, well, completely new project. As you can see, we play Medieval Dynasty, a early access game which, you know, got his full release this year. It was released 2020, and I actually played the game already quite a lot. I have a lot of hours in the game. I think nearly or close to 200 hours. So I have some, you know, experience. Even though, you know, I played a lot in the early access and didn't play as much, I would say, after the full release. And there's actually a new update, the heir update, which came out like a week ago or so, and I thought, why shouldn't I, you know, start another project? And I mentioned something last stream, a new single player, and that's what I'm talking about here. So this project will be definitely not, I will definitely not handle it the same way as others on stream. So this won't be like I will fully show the gameplay in the game, like my whole progress. I will definitely also do some off-stream stuff, because there is a lot of crafting which, you know, can go literally AFK, and I think these parts, it doesn't really make sense if I show this on stream. If I'm like 20 minutes just crafting the same item over and over again. So yeah, we'll definitely do some off-stream stuff as well, but I can already say this game won't be like regularly streamed or like in the regular schedule. I mean, obviously right now it's a bit of a other situation because of, you know, my rooms getting repaired, ceiling, walls getting new painted, and everything besides that. But besides that, I am still not gonna do it after I am, you know, regularly back with streams on the weekend. I won't play the game like every third day or so. Maybe once a week or so. I'm thinking about this, maybe twice. We'll see how it goes. And I don't want to, like, you know, invest so much time in this game because we have other games as well. So yeah, and I still have to do some off-stream games as well. So gaming in this game as well, right? So yeah, but we're still gonna settle or make a new dynasty. And yeah, for those who do not know the game, it's like based in the medieval times, where you play a yeah, the story will show later, where you play someone who, you know, can build his own dynasty, and it's like a bit survival RPG game, I would characterize it as. And yeah, there will be a co-op mode in the future. I'm gonna look forward to this as well. But yeah, until then we'll just play our own, you know, little dynasty and start a village and expand and whatsoever. And yeah, yesterday somehow my internet completely crashed down. I mean the Wi-Fi, and so unfortunately the stream was, you know, you guys missed like 50 minutes. I, you know, mentioned this in the YouTube description as well. Unfortunately, you didn't miss too much. I will show you the progress tomorrow when we play Forest Frontier again. But I don't know. I will see how it goes today with the internet. So there might be a crash again. So yeah, I'll just need to see if everything is working and so on. And yeah, so I think without further ado, we just start a new world. You guys can see I have some save files here. Unfortunately, okay, 8 years. Here it's even 10. But you know, I had to start a new world after the full release. So yeah, besides this, we're just gonna go into a new game, right? We could customize it. I'm just gonna leave it, I think, like normal building limits. I don't want to like unlimited lack of hunger. We'll just be everything. I think like everything is okay like this. This should do it. We play in normal and start a new game. So you guys, just gonna mute myself here.
I used to have a simple life. Whatever needed doing round the farm, I'd do it. Being the eldest son, it's tough. But at least we had a living, and our plates were never empty. Then, the war came. I lost everything overnight. The last thing I remember is Father pushing me away, yelling for me to run, to live. At first, I didn't know what to do. Then, I remembered. A story my mother once told me. A story about my uncle, Jordan. He made a modest fortune up north, in a peaceful valley far away from the war. For weeks I held on to that thought, until the valley from my mother's stories. I could see it. This is where I can start a new life.
Okay. So yeah, after you said the intro, I think you can, you know, understand like the story behind it and how we're gonna start the game here. We have to build our own settlement, and yeah, we just spawned here in the midst of the forest. We already have. Just gotta get used to the. I might need to shortly before we start. Actually, it's a bit. No, it's not this. Settings, gameplay. No, that's not it. Controls maybe. Yeah, let's push this a little bit down and see if it's better. For me, it's a bit, you know, harsh. Everything is on ultra, so we should be fine. Very high resolution. Yeah, whatever. So yeah, I think that should do it. It's still a bit too much for me. Sorry guys, just gonna decrease this until like it's this. Yeah, I feel like now it's pretty good. So yeah, we have a our first quest. You guys see this? I can show you. We'll come into like this is our inventory. What we have right now, we have some food, our own cloth, a torch, 50 coins actually, quite a lot. Not really. Here we have the skill tree. We'll come to this later. And here we can see our first quest. Starting a new life. Talk to the Castellan. Max development stage hermitage. Building limit 1. So we can, you know, first we need to talk to the Castellan here, which is actually here. And okay, now you okay, that's actually new. Wait a second, how can I move to exactly? Nope. I wanna see everything. Wait, main. So you can also see now some Wagoneer. I don't really know this feature, so we're gonna actually have to find out what's that about. And yeah, besides this, here's our quest. I already have some idea where we can, you know, where we could settle. And, you know, you have to, in this game, you always have to, at the start, have a lot of, like, selling stuff and, you know, move around the small villages here. And so, we need to be, like, close to at least the village or so, not that long way. So it doesn't really make sense if we're gonna settle around here or here, I don't know. So, my opinion, we would actually gonna make a waypoint here around this area, because you can not only get food by the water here, right? You can also have close towns, pretty close towns in the near. You have also, which is not on the map right now, some caves where you can farm iron and stuff, and some very good farmland here. So that's pretty decent to start. Besides this, this is our whole town like hub, where, you know, hut where we will come back later because we didn't buy anything right now. Here we can you know, get new buildings, for example, I don't know, barn or fishing hut or workshop, and here you can also buy or get new resources to for crafting. And yeah, here's probably like the FAQ or like information. So yeah, without further ado, we just get started. I'm actually gonna start ahead as always by collecting a few sticks, shall I? Because like you need a lot of sticks at the start for like the tools and stuff like that. So, and if we need sticks, we also gonna have to get a few stones here, right? What is this? Broadleaf plantain? Oh, that's this. This is also this flower. Yeah, flower. It's not your flower. It's like a plant, which, you know, will give you healing at some point. So, can I see? And with alt, you can see like special stuff, but we don't have anything, you know, unlocked right now. So this will show you, for example, sticks or mushrooms or plants or whatever, flowers, which you can collect then quite more easily. So actually, let's go ahead and get some few more stones, because if you collect stones right now, we can already get some money by producing some tools, actually, which is you know, an easy way to get some money in the start. I can definitely recommend it, especially there are certain tools which are actually quite useful, not only for yourself but also for selling. So there's also another stone, we'll get this as well. More sticks here. Oh, we already got a new level. Yeah, I mean, in the start you level quite fast, obviously. But you have like, you only have a certain amount of skills or like perks which you can, oh, some food, which you can use in your skill tree. And so you have to be like careful what you choose and which ability you want to get or which you want to train more and so on. So there are like these bushes. Obviously we are now in spring, right? You can see the tree above. So this tree is like, yeah, obviously showing the season, but yeah, we already, and I'm just gonna craft a few stone knives. This is my first trick. And the berries won't be like, you cannot farm the berries until summer, so like the seasons do have some impact on the game here, pretty much. For example, you cannot produce certain amount of seeds or grow certain amounts of seeds in winter, obviously, more in spring, right? So that's the story behind the seasons, and obviously also with the seeds, it has like the same. With the berries, that's the same story. So you can farm the berries in summer, but not in spring. Yeah, I'm doing these stone knives right now because we need, or I want to sell the stone knives here for some decent amount of money. Oh wait, we can press tab here. Tab, I cannot. Okay, it doesn't. Oh, maybe we're just a crafting menu. Because we can get some money with it, and we can already buy some seeds. And if I'm talking about seeds, we could, for example, get some. You know, we can get some flex or whatever. So I'm just gonna look how much money we will get with these few stone knives. And yeah, I feel like, I mean, the it's now in the full access, right? And they still are developing quite a lot of content. In my opinion, they have a very nice, you know, the team of behind the game is pretty cool, and the whole community. I really enjoy the game. Obviously, I wouldn't have played it already 200 hours, right? So, yeah. But besides this, I can definitely recommend if you want a game which isn't that stressful and where you can also relax. Even though I mean they added bandits. They do not really have so much impact on your village or so unless you're like close to them. But besides this, you can even deactivate the bandits if you want. Oh, what we have here? Cool. Gostovia now. Okay, now let's just first talk to the Castellan, right? Before we can get started. So here we could buy gooses. We could buy cows here as well. And you see up at the on the top of the screen, you can see like all the possible stuff you can talk to. Oh wait, you're the wrong one. For example, here. Oh, he's behind it. He's in the house. Here, the quest, right? You can see the quest. You can also see other stuffs as well. So, sorry, you must have mistaken me with someone. I'm new in the parts, just arrived at the valley. Actually, my name is Rasimir. I'm one the son, aren't you? And nephew. What, do you know my mother? No, really, I knew of her. We didn't ever actually meet. I want to keep his family separate. I don't think I understand. We will. Wait, what do you mean by did? I know her. Is she well? I hope she's now, wherever that may be. I've lost both my parents in the war. Damn it. This world. I guess I can be as cruel as it is beautiful. Sorry, my boy. Nobody should lose their loved ones such a young age. It's okay. And I plan to make the best of his life that I can in order to honor this sacrifice. Sir Major from sorry, they would be proud of him. You mentioned my uncle Jordan. I actually came here looking for him. Already married to bed, bear of news. Your uncle Jordan is no longer with us. He passed away 3 years ago. I'm so sorry. I understand how you must feel. He was a dear friend of mine. So that's it. I'm the only one left. Don't you say that. Hey, look at me. This valley is filled with warm-hearted people who can gladly aid you with whatever you need, and I am one of them. So what should I do now? You are free to go wherever you like and start a new life. Hereby I grant you the permission of the Castellan to build and farm on any unutilized land in the valley. Construct yourself a house and see what comes next for you. You can even build a whole village if you please. There are many travelers passing through. Maybe some of them would like to join your settlement. Just like that, I can take the land for free of charge. Well, you'd have to pay tax to the king annually. But apart from that, you're free to do as you please, as long as you don't break the law, of course. Or at least, if you don't get caught doing so. That sounds amazing. The valley looks beautiful as well. I think I'll stay here and see what fate has in store for me. I'm glad to hear that. You can find resources all over the land, grab a few rocks and sticks from the ground and craft yourself a simple axe. If you can cut down trees and chop them into logs, then you can create a wooden hammer that will be crucial in the building process. I'm sure you'll get a hang of it. When you build yourself a home, come back to Gostovia and talk to my wife, Dobroniega. She manages the tavern. Ask her to feed you. You must be famished. And then grab some beer for both of us and come back. I'll tell you some stories about Jordan. That sounds like a plan to me. Alright. Yeah, we know that. So that is all good. We need to craft a stone axe. We shall do that. Oh, there are already quests available. So you guys could see here the
Hello, traveler.
tag here is actually showing us where we can already some good money, or we can get some quests accepted. So let's just take this one, shall we? These quests are often like, you know, I'm in your debt, okay. Stay safe, so Oh, we didn't get really anything out of it. Okay, at least we have a new quest on. And you know, with these quests, you can get in the management, you can gain Dynasty reputation here, and your Dynasty reputation is needed for unlocking some certain amount of more buildings, or if you want to build more buildings, right? So we need to get those. We can also see now here the taxes which we have to pay annually, right? And yeah. So yeah, so that's that. And there's also another quest up here. So let's just shortly actually go there. I think that's the guy on the field here, right? Yeah, we'll take everything. Yeah. Okay. Stone eggs. We need to deliver one steak. Okay. Wow. Alright. We also need to craft a stone axe. Let's craft one. Oh, we need to cut trees, straw. Yeah, I mean, I already know where we can get those, so that's not really a problem. Actually, you could also steal some items here, but I'm not gonna do this right now because there are a lot of people who, you know, will see us. So the straw is actually a very good spot for collecting straw is down here, right at Costovia. And we also discovered a fishing spot. Okay. Yeah, and you can see on the left side, you can see like the stamina, the green. The red is obviously health. Just need to. Did they like remove it from here? Oh no. Okay, I just didn't see it. Yeah, we can drink water. It obviously is the blue button, and the like the orange is the food. We can collect. You guys can see the straw, right? It's a bit unfortunate because you cannot really see it that good here. But yeah. Oh, here is more. Okay, here is more. Here we have more. Still needs a few more. Bit unfortunate, yeah, the hitbox is pretty unfortunate here. Oh, we already have enough, so let's go ahead and can obviously use these on. You have like a short where you can press 1 or 2 to swing the axe here, for example. So we'll just go ahead and cut those trees, shall we? And by the way, let's just actually use our first skill. So we can skill tree survival knowledge. Nope. What marks this? 5 more experience gained from survival skills. It's not that bad. Temperature tolerance. Poisoning resistance. I'm thinking we're just gonna go with this first. Because of the winter, so we are a bit better prepared, right? This one isn't that really needed, I think. Because you will gain a lot of experience anyway, and a certain amount you cannot even get more XP, right? Because you need to use. Doesn't really make sense if you like cannot level more, and if you level those, you cannot gain maybe another certain amount of skill. So we have this. Let's get these locks here. Oh, we need to cut 5 trees. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately I can't get up there, and I'm already quite full with items. Yeah, we don't have a huge inventory here right now, right? Yeah, looks like it. Let's just go ahead and eat actually an apple. So you guys see here the health, food, water, stats, and temperature tolerance, and everything else. So that's pretty decent. If you can see this. Yeah, we might need to Actually, I have an idea. I'm just cutting the trees first, and then I'm gonna collect the logs afterwards. And first, we just sell our stuff here by making a few wooden hammers, because wooden hammers are needed if you want to craft a house. Obviously, build your first house, right? We could do this, but yeah, we're gonna do this later. Instead, we just go and yeah, get our stuff sold, and then we'll move to the spot I was talking about, or where we could, you know, settle down. Yeah, I was also gonna talk to Alvin. Here, these people here on the screen are the people which you can get for your settlement, or, you know, hire them. And you also can, you know, find yourself a woman which you can marry.
It's nice to meet you.
This will be also some plan at some point, but
Only the best products here.
yeah, I would say so. Isn't not that much worth it, but we'll just don't really need those. Yeah, the rest we will keep. Have not much of space,
Okay.
but yeah, I mean, with bronze axe. These guys have, for example, I could go ahead, right, and
How is life treating you?
for example, this, right, you can get more affection here. Okay. So yeah, there was
Goodbye.
you can, you know, level this up, but yeah, don't think that's my premium. I just wanted to show you guys how this works. And you obviously can get your heir as well. But yeah, I mean, obviously that's not really our goal right now, because we first need our own, like, shelter, and yeah, for this we need to get to our spot. And I mean, you can see it has some day and night circles, so we need to be, you know, always on the look for the night, especially if there are thieves and other wild animals around which could hurt us. So I just want to keep moving to the spot there where I was talking about. And yeah, right now I'm not gonna buy more. I mean, we could buy seeds at the other spot, at the other village, which is actually closer to us, and I'm gonna do this later on. And there's actually also you have to always look around the area, because there could be some stash around, or a destroyed wagon, or also a bandit camp or so. So always check those as well. So I'm always pigeon. Okay. Yeah, I mean, since last time I played, they also added a lot of new animals, especially birds. We're getting closer, and actually we have to watch out a bit here, because there are... Well, there's actually a wolf hunting spot, or yeah, you guys see this over there. Yeah, I'm not gonna go there. Don't want to challenge these guys. Food, we should be fine in summer. We have a lot of berries here, but over there as well I see some foxes which you may hunt, but I'm more of a vegetarian, so not really into this, but we can, you know, get our own field and so on. So that should do it. And yeah, beside this lake, I wanna, you know, do my first settlement, I think. And we will obviously also collect the shrooms which we see here around. Oh, we also found the lynx area. Cool. Perch. I don't know what the kind of animal is, but yeah. So I'm thinking last time, or like once I created a village around this area, and actually here is some, yeah, hidden treasure. There's a stone axe and a few logs, which we can actually use for our building here. So I think we're gonna go start ahead. Here's with Q, you can see the crafting menu. Here the old building, extraction, hunting, builder, whatever. And we first need houses. We need our own house. And let's see how far up can I build my house. I'm thinking I'm gonna build it maybe somewhere up here, so we can wanna build the village into this direction, and so we can, you know, overwatch our own village, I would say. So maybe I wanna make it a bit closer. Maybe like this. How does it look? Yeah, that looks pretty decent, I would say. Let's just go ahead and we need obviously to equip the hammer. And with the hammer you can now see the blueprint. We obviously need way more logs, right? So we just go ahead and get those logs here, which are free. Also the stone axe. We're already full. Oh, somehow we still can run. That's a bit strange, but whatever. Okay. Yeah, we could sleep. Normally I do not sleep in this game. Or unless if you want to heal, but mostly I'm working through the night, because in the night you can do a lot of AFK stuff, for example crafting and so on. So, and yeah, unfortunately I'm very you know, full with items, so I'm just gonna go ahead and craft. How much? Okay, we need a few more sticks so I can craft some more stone knives, which will, you know, give us more inventory space, right? So just get these sticks as well here. I hope that should do it. A few more we need, so we can use all of the sticks. I think that should do it. Yeah, 6 stone knives, that's pretty good. Now we should have way more space now. Yeah. So always, that's my first tip, always craft at the start if we don't really have a very good economy, or like expanded economy. Do stone knives or craft stone knives, which is my way to go. You could also buy later on, or not buy, craft baskets, like hay baskets, which also will give you some decent amount of money. How feels it? Hey, long time no see. Yes. How are you doing? How's your day? Glad to have you here in the stream. Yeah, you see, I'm still, you know, not in my regular streaming setup, because I, you know, think I told you about my room is getting repainted and the whole ceiling and everything else. So I'm right now pretty in a just a random sort of streaming setup I did. And I hope my internet isn't that bad here. Because right now I'm using it via the phone. But I thought, why shouldn't I not stream if I have the possibility? And yeah, I just started this project here. But just for fun, probably not regularly like the other games. So I mean, we need to play this together then when it comes out in co-op mode. But yeah, besides this, how are you doing? Are you feeling better with your... I think you said something about... Yeah, we know that. About your sickness. Yeah, and at the start here, it's a bit unfortunate because we don't have a lot of inventory space, so we're overloaded quite fast. But you can increase this later on. Yeah, we'll get there. Okay, now we have our, like... How you call... Yeah, we know this. The water is right here, so that's not a problem. And you actually have enough to get the framing done. I'm surprised. Because somehow, I feel like always, if I'm crafting or building... Can I actually... Oh, I can already... sort out what I want. I mean, I could... Should I actually just try hard right from the start? Doesn't... I mean, at some point I would have to do it either way, so it doesn't really make sense if I'm not doing it right now. Because it just takes, you know, time again later on to do it. And I'm right now, you guys see, I'm just crafting the better or more durable walls and windows and so on. I mean, you can adjust it however you want. But I'm doing, yeah, here also. Should I do it with planks? I mean, but the problem is, actually, I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna do it the normal way because I just found out you need a few items which you don't have at the start, so or much harder to get. So I'm gonna do this later. That's okay. We can upgrade this later on. So yeah, here we need straw. Okay, I hope I have enough straw for this. Doing my makeups are gonna be slow to respond. I feel better, just a small costume. Okay, so do you go for eating or what are you doing today? Yeah, but that sounds pretty good. So you can now you know, it somehow disappeared, so glad to hear that. And you know, so you're now also like literally symptom free. Very nice to hear. But pretty unfortunate. I mean, if you have these sort of illnesses in the summer. Even though, yeah, I mean, you guys know I'm not that huge fan of the summer in general. And nice, is this gonna be an achievement run or just fun? Yeah, this is actually just for fun. I can get a few achievements which I didn't get, obviously, also, or still. But I'm not really focusing on this one, so. And yeah, Cope sounds good. Yeah, very cool. It's actually pretty hyped for this. Because the game is literally made for co-op game, and somehow they, you know, didn't build it in from the start, which in my opinion was quite strange. Besides that, even though, I mean, the whole studio is very cool and I really enjoy the content they do, but the multiplayer came very late. I mean, now it's, I think it's getting released on December or so, or around end of the year, which took 2.5 years. And I think the game studio was, you know, they knew that, or they found out that people wanted the multiplayer or the coop, and so in their new game, which is set in feudal Japan, I think, which could be interesting for you, there is a coop mode integrated right from the start. So that's like the best story behind it. They learned that people want this. Also, yeah, for 20 followers. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm hoping I can get my goal in this year done. But yeah, still takes still some time. But as you know, I'm doing this just for fun. But yeah, I'm thankful for each and every follower I can get, or who wants to see my content here. But yeah, and how are you, or what are your plans for this week? Are you gonna watch the Lord of the Rings series when it comes out, and are you stoked for that? So let's just actually, I mean, it's not, obviously they call it Lord of the Rings, but the official name is Lord of the Rings: Rings of Power, if you want to be correct, right? And I'm already full. Yeah, that's pretty unfortunate at the start. I mean, the good part, you can talk a lot of different topic, and it doesn't really affect the gameplay, because you can. It's not the brain dead game, obviously not. It's just way more relaxing than others. And by the way, with new skill, what could we use? 5 more. I'm gonna go with this. Yeah, so we can gain more experience. And I actually could use the torch. I completely forgot. Sorry, guys. I let you be in the dark. Oh, we need sticks, but I think we still need a few more logs. Yeah, here for example. Pretty stoked. Cautiously optimistic low. Optimistic lol. I just read low. Yeah, actually, I mean, that sounds pretty cool. So you're also confident, or not really build yourself an opinion, because a lot of, which I saw on Reddit or so, they hated it. And I mean, we had a few discussions already, right, about people hating about the people with black skin color, or and yeah, thank you for the follow very much. I'm actually gonna read your name, because I'm right now cannot use my second screen where I can see the follows. So okay, somehow I cannot see the follow. I'm sorry for that, but whoever followed, thank you very much. I'm gonna check in the Streamlabs later, so thank you very much. Anyways, unfortunately I cannot read it, because right now I just use one screen, and my second screen I cannot use right now, because my stream setup is quite different than usual, because usually I would also have a face cam and would see the follows. So that's a bit unfortunate, but anyways, just, you know, thank you very much. Hello, just checks fine. Oh, okay, thank you that you text here. Sorry I couldn't see it. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the stream here. Currently we're playing some medieval Dynasty here for chilling, but besides that I'm playing a lot of different games right now. It's Farthest Frontier, as well as a soon to be a new story game, and maybe Total War Warhammer 3 as well in the future. And also, what I already can say, at the 15th of September will definitely be a new game here, which stays. What the hell was that? Which stays in complete contrast to this game right here, but I'm not gonna say what it is. what year you on? I just started playing this game. I just actually also started it. So I at year 1. Yeah, yeah, that's the only thing we have right now. Yeah, I think you can see where is my my age is 18. So nice that you start. Is this the first start of your game, or you know, I have like already, I can spoil this. I have about 200 hours in the game, but on different save files, and I thought I should, you know, play this on stream here as well. So I have some experience in the game, but a lot of new stuff, especially the heir update, I do not even know about. So yeah, and I was talking about the Rings of Power series. I'll just come back to you, Philosika, after that. So, and Jax, where did you settle, or which place did you came to here on the map? I'm currently over here. Okay. This is one of my favorite settler spots here, because you have towns, good lake, good area to farm, and some caves nearby. So yeah, it feels like I was talking about Rings of Power series, and we had, you know, we talked about how a lot of people hated it because, for example, the elves didn't had, or certain elves, especially Elrond, didn't have long hair, right? I mean, they can still do it in Season 2, that's not even the point, but the people do not really see this. They just criticize it from the start. And that's just a small example, but, you know, I did a small Reddit commentary on a Lord of the Ring post, which I can send you in private if you want, where I, you know, took a small part of position about the game, about the series, where I, you know, made some points clear, because a lot of people, I would say, don't know about. So yeah, and I'm really hungry, I see. So actually I need to find some food, but I mean I have some apples from the start, right, from the spawn. So we'll just eat the apples first, because these are quite they are not quite durable, so we're gonna go ahead and eat those first. Hey, nice, you settle on the lake. Yeah, how about you? Where did you go? Did you also get around here, or more closer to one of these villages here? This game's so beautiful. Exactly, man. It is actually, I mean, it's in Unreal Engine, right? But still, it has such a lot of potential in it, and right from the start, I saw it on, you know, one of a German YouTube channel, because I am German or Swiss German native speaker, and they talked about this game which will come out, and I instantly bought it, and you know, I'm still amazed, especially all of the seasons and how they implemented into the game was pretty cool in my opinion. Huge Lord of the Rings fan. Oh, that sounds pretty cool. So you're also quite stoked for the Rings of Power series, or are you more you know, a bit more passive and see how it turns out, or just like pragmatic and say, yeah, just watch it, and if it's bad, not that bad, or if it's cool, then I'm gonna continue watching, or how's your opinion to this? So let's just actually, we now have a lot of new stuff. We could build a rabbit trap, wooden spear, hunt wild animals, survive for a season. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do this right now. I think here there are the traps, right? Yeah, we can already build one, so let's build it right here. We can rebuild those, so that's not really hard. We could also need a spear for defending ourselves, because I'm still pretty low on food, right? Yeah, I actually kinda. Yeah, I'm just gonna be super. What do I see over there? An animal. Yeah, I'm obviously more of a vegetarian, but I guess we have to do it for the quest, right? I've settled 3 places right now between Bronica. Wait, I need to check this first. Barnica, yeah. On the big lake at the end of the river. So you probably talk about this one or this one. Probably this one, right? This is also a pretty cool spot, I could imagine. And the forest area with Costovia. Yeah! I was also thinking about once settling here. But I settled here, I think the first time I settled in this area around. Even though there are some wolves here, so you have to watch out. And I settled over here the last time. Because, you know, after they released it on, like, full, like the full release, I had to do a new save file because it corrupted the whole game with the new update, so... My favorite Lord of the Rings game is Lord of the Rings Online, who has done an amazing job keeping to lore based on book and movie. No, all good, all good. Very nice to have you in here, so pretty cool that you're quite a chatter. Yeah, I mean, I can say you, or I can tell you that I am actually also a very big Lord of the Rings Online player, or... I mean, I was, for a lot of time I had a break. And I'm pretty bad in, you know, finding out how this works. I'm a bit rusty. No, I want to mention, you know, I play Lord of the Rings Online, you know, more constant or with breaks, obviously, for about 11 years now. And I obviously play on German servers, so I don't know where you play, on which server. Maybe English or America, as a North American, or French or whatever. And yeah, you can imagine after 11 years I had spent a lot of hours. So if you want to talk to me about this, I have some experience as well. And careful, there are 2 places. Wolves not too far from Gustavia. Yep, exactly. And no East Big Lake. Oh, okay, East. Oh, over there. Okay, yeah, I haven't been there. I mean, I think it's quite flat there, so this is also a good spot. Can you imagine that? Also here would be also a pretty good spot if you want to settle without a lot of hilly sides like here. So yeah, okay. I think once the series actually comes out, people will hopefully no longer care about the skin color of the dwarves and other physical details that don't really add or take away from characters. Yeah, exactly. My opinion, actually, because there is I feel like it doesn't really, or I mean, we will see, obviously, right? But I think it doesn't really affect the content of the series, right? It's just more visual stuff. And for me, I don't have any problems with, you know, people then obviously with other skin colors playing in Lord of the Rings. I mean, it obviously shows that people can, you know, also, I mean, Lord of the Rings is much more known in, yeah, in our area, but this like opens to other people as well, so that's a pretty good part. And I can also confirm your opinion. Take House of the Dragon, for example. People were saying some real stupid shit about one of the Valyrian guys and family who happened to be like, oh, actually, I haven't seen any more comments on Reddit about their appearance anymore. Okay, that sounds, yeah, exactly, that's what I mean. I saw the first episode of House of the Dragons. I think you also did. And I didn't even look at the guy with, I mean, he's one of the upper class people at the court, right? He's a very important person, and he will obviously appear way more often. and I didn't even look at his skin. I didn't even, you know, count for me. It didn't matter. And I feel like that this has to be also with the new Lord of the Rings of Power series, which I think I still can imagine there are a lot of purists, obviously, right? Which just, yeah, I mean that's a whole different topic, but you know what I mean. And they flame about this stuff anyway. Wheel of Cheddars, yeah, I play. Okay, so let me get to read your chat messages first. I just want to first end my part here, Floor of the Ring, with the Rings of Power series, where I also you know, where we probably will see the first 2 episodes, and I read a few opinions about people, you know, who saw the series early, because like press and people of fandom which had different, you know, better access to it. Ooh. Actually, I think yeah, run away. I can understand you. Yeah, I'm doing the hunting first because, yeah, you guys see I'm running low on food. Oh, there are some shrooms here. I'm just gonna catch them. And you know, these people who saw the series, they were pretty optimistic, right? I mean, and this is also some part of which I just don't understand, that people always compare the series with The Lord of the Rings, which is, in my opinion, also the best trilogy ever made. But they always compare it to the film or the series with the film, right? And people, I feel like they forget sometimes that Peter Jackson also did a few stuff which wasn't part of the books, right? So, and yeah, so I think you don't really need to compare these series here, so series and books, so doesn't really make much sense to me. Yeah, and also I also read this was actually pretty funny. I read from a post from, I think, Billy Boyd it was, where someone posted to him that Middle-earth, that Lord of the Rings is the only real content from Middle-earth and nothing else, and everything else is just trash, right? And Billy Boy answered like, yeah, but Middle-earth is for everyone, so that doesn't really matter. Which was, in my opinion, very good sentence of him. So okay, sorry, Chex, I was you know, finishing my part on this one here. Yeah, I played Lothar about 12 years, I think. Arkansas, okay, most people played USA, sir. Okay, cool. So, you're still playing the game? What is your max level at right now? You probably have a lot of different accounts which are also on the maximum of the level, I could imagine. Actually, let's drop these here because they take a lot of space here, so we can stay there. No! They actually rolling. Wait, I have to put them somewhere where they won't drop all of the... Just stay there. I'm actually standing and they somehow come through me. Okay, I'm just gonna drop them on the pathway. We already catch the rabbit. Okay, so we have our first meat. Okay, drop it right here. I watched a video mentioning best places, so they'll take you. Lake Cuba is one of the top ones. Yeah. Actually, I somehow also didn't know about the spot, and I was just looking for a good spot, and I thought, when I played it, you know, 2 years ago and started, I instantly picked this one. So, actually, I'm dying of food. I have a lot of food. Can use. Just take them here. So we should be fine for some time again. Actually catch those shrooms as well here. I'd settle two in of the others, mostly flat areas. Yeah, I can understand this. If you want to have more flat areas, because you, and I saw this also in my save file, it's way more easier if you want to build certain buildings. Because on the steep area, it somehow often you are not really in the spot to build certain amount of buildings, right? I took the idea of setting up minicamps for each resource: a hunting lodge area, a farm area, mine, need to set up production area. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. So you have also Chase also some sort of roleplay character or something. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, you could actually do this. Very good. Yeah, I mean, if you say farm area, mine area, production area, hunting lodge, you could also do a what's it called? Actually need to check this. Where is it? There's one building, but I don't know the name. The herbalist, exactly. You can maybe combine this with the hunting lodge area or so. Pretty cool. I don't like the focus on skin color. I don't remember that being a focus at all in the books, but I guess it's there a bit with Mirkwood versus Rimland, Gondorus, Rohirrim. Yeah. I get what you mean. If you don't, you know, if it's like the focus on it, for me it's also, I would say, if I would be the producer, I definitely would also not focus on the skin color, right? I mean, it's also, as you can guess, it's a PR action, so that Amazon is, you know, standing in a better light, right, for the public. But besides this, you know, it doesn't also, you know, if it's not really important for the show at all later, right? If they don't make like a huge deal out of it, if someone is like the dwarf queen, right? I think from Doreen, is black, and she, you know, it's not like an emancipation of her or so. I mean, for me that's, you know, also wouldn't be good. I mean, it's just, if it's not a problem for the series or for like the content, the skin color doesn't really, you know, I don't really care about that. You can hunt a rabbit, I think, with a trap. Yeah, exactly. But somehow, you know, it didn't count for my quest. I think I still need to do it. Yeah, I was reading fan fiction series in Lord of the Rings. Most of them claim to have read the books, but then point out actually was a movie where they changed from the book. Claim to have read the books, but then yeah, I can imagine. Exactly. And, you know, I was also talking about that somehow, in my opinion, you can be a very huge Lord of the Rings fan. That's not a problem, right? For me, it's much more a problem if you make it. Oh shit! Wait. Maybe I can. Okay, this one hit, but like the deer ran away, and I still need to get the animal. Oh, can actually see the blood. Well, I'm not really doing this quite happily here. Give me 1 second to respond again. Actually want to get this deer here. I hope I actually hit. No! He's running away with my spear. I hope I have enough. Will she survive this, or is she now just, you know, running with the spear and somehow dying later on? Yeah, I think she's already bleeding out, right? Or this was my bad. No. Right now I'm just running all of the. Will she survive? I can follow the blood trace, so that's pretty cool. But pretty cool, pretty good, right? But Okay, now we have 2 hits. I think I... Okay, now we got it. That took some while. So now we have, obviously we have our stone knife, which I crafted earlier, 20 of it. Yeah, anyways, exactly, and I was talking about the book, so I feel like some people in the fan world see the book, the work of Tolkien like the biggest of everything else. But in my opinion, it's obviously a book with very great content, which obviously the best fantasy world in all. I mean, I can definitely agree with this. It's just they see it over everything, and there are also other books which also deserve a lot of attention as well. So I don't really like this kind of too much focus on one book, like some sort of, sorry if I say this, but like some fetish or something. So and don't get me wrong, I mean, I'm a Lord of the Rings fan since 15 years or so, but you know, I also obviously read other stuff as well. So hey, my max level on order is 100. I playing completionist style to enjoy the game instead of rushing to cap. Okay, so you want to experience the lore, which is, as you said, the game has a very good lore in all, and it comes very close to like Tolkien's work and stuff. Definitely can agree with this, and I also understand if you wanna like enjoy this lore or this setting all in all. By the way, we just need to survive a season. Okay, so actually we should craft our first campfire. Can I actually? I think I can actually already craft firewood. Yeah. So let's just first craft a better fire, because this is much more durable. So I'm just gonna start with collecting a few more stones. We need 12, right? Over 4. Yeah, I mean, level 100 is, I think, I mean, on level 100 you have so many, obviously, places to explore, and like all of the game, it has, like, the map is insanely huge, right? You have a lot to explore, and if you want to, like you say, do completionist, you have so much to do, like the Book of Deeds and stuff, where you can, I don't know, so much to do. So I think I can definitely understand if you have enough to do with just doing these. Actually, I have I played with friends, right, and we always or often played it together, leveling and stuff. And but right now I'm the only one who is, I think, at level 140 with one champ. But you have to know, I didn't play the game, or like in the last year I didn't play it that much. I just played the update to the Mount Gundabad, or with Mount Gundabad. I mean, 140 max level, right? But besides this, I didn't play too much more. So actually we have a lot of... can I already craft it? Yeah, I'm just too overloaded. I can unlock it. Oh, completely forgot. Oh shit. Yeah, unlucky. Then I guess I need to drop a few logs here. Oh, the firewood. Yeah, the firewood takes a lot of space here. Just drop it right here, and what can we drop as well, which is this one, I would say. Yeah, the stone. You can pick them up later and do it in our chest, or bring it to in our chest. Where is the campfire? So eat some Sage Joneswort to help. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't check all of the flowers actually. Actually, also, I didn't like play the herbalist update where you know can craft potions. I mean, I crafted the herbalist camp, right? But besides this, I didn't really craft much more of like potions and stuff. But I think this would make a lot of sense if I do so at some point again. Actually, let's just craft some food here. We have a lot of meat. Holy okay, pretty cool. I think this deer one gave a lot of meat. If you follow, they die after a bit. Sometimes need 2 hits or 3, but they die after a bit. Okay, yeah. I was just sorry if I'm that slow with answering. But yeah, I think this is it's also pretty cool, nicely done how you can follow the blood trails and then collect it like the meat. That's nicely done. Yeah, my max, we just go to East Gondor and finishing Dolamrith. Okay, yeah, that's also a pretty cool area. All of the area, I mean all of Gondor, I think is pretty cool. I really enjoyed the Ithilien map as well. But yeah, all of this area where we talked about, I think is pretty cool. Like all of the areas. What are your favorite maps in the game up to level 100? By the way, oh I completely forget to eat. My bad. Let's just eat some food because this takes a lot of inventory space. Let's just eat us full because we still have 1 year to go. You know, this is some cheesy threats. If you at the end of the season you can literally run out of food, and it's okay because on the next season you're full with, you know, stuff again. So that's pretty cool. Actually put one in here. Oh, we have 9 stone knives, that's why. I think I'm actually gonna sell these first now. Maybe we can already buy some, oh wait, some good stuff at the sellers in, where are we? Denica, yeah. Yeah, nothing despawns in this game. Oh, that's pretty cool, nice to know. I think, yeah, I mean, I always, you know, threw away the rotten food, you know, if it's spoil or in the storage, food storage, and I didn't, you know, check on the rotten food. But nice to know that it stays there. I mean, you can do I don't even know the word in English, but like the fertile with the rotten food, which I found out later on. I love the Shire, honestly, so homey and simple. Yeah, I can agree with this. I think it's one of also my favorite starting areas. But yeah, it's also, if you mention the Shire, it has a lot of also different areas. For example, the swamp or like the upper, I think Northern Woods, right? Greenhill, or what was his name? Greenhill or Greenwoods Forest? No, that was, yeah, something like this. And just, I mean, obviously the back end and what so on. That's pretty cool. Can understand that. If you ask me, it's actually quite hard to remember all. I mean, one of my favorite is definitely Foracle, because I'm a big snow fan, or map of snow, or fan of snow maps. So this is also one of my upper choices. And
Hello there.
of the newer ones, I would maybe say actually not that easy. By the way, does she sell flax or something? We might need to also buy some clothes for the winter, but we'll do this later on. Oh, she sells flax. This one can be used exactly. We need this, right? Because with flex we can get a lot of money easily. So I'm just gonna buy it all. Fuck it.
Have a good day.
Yeah, but besides Foracle, I would say... no, not really. Fornos... Angmar wasn't really that cool, I feel like. Eregion was pretty cool, in my opinion, as well. Lothlorien, not really, in my opinion. One of the worst was the Dol Guldur map. For me, I just couldn't see shit because it was always dark. Even though you had those like small lights, but still. Yeah. Besides that, I feel like a lot of the Rohan maps I really enjoyed, and this map, which where you leveled up to 85, which was a DLC map, was also pretty cool in my opinion. And of the newer ones, I would go with the Erebor map, or like this Erin Lascalen. It was also pretty cool. Food stores better in the chests than pockets. Okay, good to know. So I'm also putting this. Yeah, I feel like sometimes even though I have 200 hours in the game, I'm somehow, I don't know all of it about the game, so that's very nice to know. Thank you. The pickaxe sell for most for first month. Okay. So that's pretty good to know, as I'm focusing on the pickaxes then more. But I hope it doesn't cost too much, right? If you compare it to the stone, right, to the stone knife. But first, I feel like, yeah, we'll just go ahead and craft another house. Fuck it, because we want to get our first settlers, and we obviously need space for them. So let's just build it a bit like this. Ooh, right, I don't want to like have it on these big kind of pillars. So I'm gonna get a bit. Could go up here. Let's just do it like this. That's okay. No, don't throw away rob fertilizer. Yeah, I actually also found out about this one, so I'm not gonna do this anymore now. What can we store with a lot of sticks? We need them right now, so actually gonna store the wood spear here as well. Ooh, can I please? No. Let's store this one. The stone knife we will keep. Yeah, that's just shit. We are quite with this like not a lot of inventory space. We need to manage our inventory right now quite a lot. Okay, now we can at least collect a few logs. Fertilizer is so expensive. Yep. But I mean, yeah, if the rotten just, I think if I remember correctly, you need like 10 rotten food if you want to get one fertilizer, or like one. It's much more, obviously you know that, but much more efficient if you get like pig. I mean, pig produce them very easily, the fertilizer very easily. I love snow too. Mist is so pretty. Yeah, the Misty Mountains I think is also a very cool map. Yep, that's true. But yeah, I hope. I mean, they're talking also about like the graphic overhauls. What I heard about, and I hope they will actually, think about this at some point, because I have a lot of friends which are also who are also like Lord of the Rings fans, but I don't really want to get into the game because for them the graphics is like. I mean, I can understand it somehow, but for them it's a bit too old, right? But I mean, I grew up with the game, so for me it's always doesn't really matter. But if they wanna do a graphic overhaul and don't change like the basics of the graphics, right? I'm up for that. Oh, this game is hard to learn. Very little tutorial or tips. Yeah. I feel like too. I mean, the community isn't that big, even though it's so quite a lot. I feel like if you yeah, I mean, I'm German speaking, so for me it's a bit easier because I feel like the game are from German producers, right? Or mostly Germans. And so I found a few tutorials, but yeah, I was also doing a lot of learning by doing. So, I mean, you obviously can learn a lot quite easily, in my opinion, in this game. I need a stone axe. Yeah, I need a few more stones. Oh, I can. Yeah, completely forgot about these. Actually, pick up these as well, so we can put them up in our chest, so we don't forget them. I had to restart because I didn't know using a shovel on trees prevents them from spawning. Yeah, I know. I actually found out about this at later on, but I usually didn't actually you know, use that for collect like the tree stumps, because I always wanted to grow the trees. And I hope actually they do this in some later update, you know, add regrowable trees where you can maybe just plant your own trees. Would be also pretty good. After you, I mean, you can plant the you know, you can plant your own fruit trees, right, for apple or whatever. Okay, I need yeah. Okay, I instantly got hit. Okay, never mind. It was 2 meters. Wouldn't be a problem for me, but somehow it's a problem for this guy here. Didn't I craft? Am I dumb? I just never mind. Yeah. Okay. I now dump the food I don't want to eat every month now to turn to Rob because NPC produce so much food. Yep, that's it. I had to craft a lot of food storage houses a few times actually, because yeah, especially if you build a fish hut, it's literally full in, I don't know, a year or so, and I had to always upgrade it. Yep, that's true. More fertilizer. I already have quite a few achievements on. Okay, how many did you have already? I think I actually have 50% of it, but some of them, I mean, from Steam, I you know, made in offline and they didn't count. So for example, the heir or the heir I didn't get at this point, so I will get this one probably soon as well. But besides this, yeah, I have like more than 50%, a bit more than that. There, the achievement for surviving winter with no clothes and being 100% dirty. Oh, you got them? Oh, pretty cool. The dirty one I also think I have. But with the winter with no clothes I actually didn't focus on. But I can actually do this on this run as well, I think. Would be also pretty cool. And the achievement from removing 50 stumps, so at least I got to achieve before I restored alone. Okay. I actually didn't get this one, I think. I didn't, you know, get lots of these stumps quite often. But I think what I also am missing is the achievement where you collect, you know, where you collect the, or you not collect, you're stealing the money from the villages. I'm thinking I'm halfway there, maybe a bit less. But yeah, I'm not that guy, you know, who just steals in video games. Obviously also not in real life, so. But, yeah, I didn't do this. But I mean, there are also, like, there are a few achievements which aren't that easy to get, in my opinion, as well. Easy to do the winter one, your first win, before you can buy nice clothes. Yep, true. Actually, I mean, so you have to, you said, with no clothes. Okay, so I could actually do this in this winter, in this year. Maybe this should be actually a good idea. So I can just use my torch, right? And I just go to sleep in the night, which I'm usually not doing. But yeah, you're right, man. You're right. That's actually a good idea. Thank you very much. So I need straw, right? Straw, I think, doesn't grow on this lake. For straw, or did they? No, they did. They didn't add straw around here, I think. Yeah, I mean, I don't. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think there's one up here, but there's also here. So I'm just gonna go here, and maybe we'll find some other treasures as well. And yeah, I will be online for about, I think, up to the straw and maybe back, or not way much longer. But I'm actually pretty glad that the stream didn't, crash up to this point here. Oh, we have found deer. Pretty cool. There are also boars up there we have to watch out, and there are a few wolves up here, so I'm actually gonna go and move around here. Yeah, that's much more. Yeah, and as I said, yesterday the stream literally crashed because my internet crashed, because right now I'm using not my current, like my usual internet via cable. I'm using it with my Wi-Fi, which isn't that bad, right? But it doesn't, it's obviously not even close to my usual internet. So yeah, but oh, this wagon, what is this? I didn't know about this one. So let's just check this one out, shall we? Yeah, the stamina at the start of the game is also not that kind of amusing. Okay. Wagoner. What does he have? Oh, there's like a fast travel. Oh, that's pretty nice that they did this. Okay, that's very cool. So you can now literally fast travel to your new locations. That's very nice they done this, because yeah, I mean, earlier you always had to travel to, I don't know, a lot of new other villages, and literally had to walk so many times. And they didn't at the start, I mean, they didn't even add horses, right? So this was even a big ride, way more big ride this point then, right? So pretty cool that they added this. Winter 1, you just need lots of torches. Okay, yeah, sorry, I was just talking about other stuff. So yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you for the tip. I'm definitely gonna craft a lot of torches, but I think I need, for this, I also need straw, right? For the torch. Yep. Okay, so I think I'm gonna actually collect a lot of straw here as well. But yeah, I mean, like you said, the game is so beautiful. I feel like also in the winter, yeah, like in Lord of the Rings Online, for me the winter has very big, it's very charming in this game as well. Just because, for example, you can hear the snow, like the snowflakes, or you walk over the snow and what so on, right? And by the way, small hint, if you guys didn't know about this one, but you probably do know about this one already. But there is actually, usually or sometimes, a treasure over here. But yeah, I mean, it has to spawn. But it is a location, I think. Just need to check where it was. Maybe it's not spawning this year, right? Yeah, not this year, I guess. Unfortunate. Okay, now let's get our straw, even though it's getting dark. You need to know closest before fall day ends. Okay. Very good to know. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna, do this today, right? But yeah, on the next stream I'm definitely gonna count on this one. And for this, I mean, I can actually already, so I'm not forgetting it, right? Yes, I love the season so much. Yes. I mean, also autumn. If you mentioned autumn, is so cool in this game. And I bought the game. Obviously, it came out. I think it was in autumn, right? In beginning of September 2 years ago. And I played the game. I really enjoyed. If if the season you're playing in the game is also the real life season, that was pretty cool. Especially the autumn when I played it in autumn. So that was pretty nice. So that's why I also really enjoy winter time in the game. Also, when currently winter is here. So actually, there's a lot of reeds, so we just collect everything here. Not everything, but until like our inventory is full, I would say. And because at the start we need a lot of reeds for houses, obviously for the torches. But for later upgrades for the houses, and this is always what I want to do rather early on, to upgrade the houses to a better state, so you don't really have to repair them. Even though, I mean, there is a repairman in the game, which they added, a bit earlier, like once a year ago or so, and so yeah, okay, I think. Yeah, we're getting pretty close. Is autumn so beautiful in Germany? I'm from Minnesota, USA, and the trees are so very brightly colored in autumn. Yeah, I saw pictures, not of Minnesota actually, but and I didn't even see not only pictures, I was also there. I was in the East Coast, in around Maine, Vermont, and New Hampshire, on Indian Fall, and not Indian Fall. How's it called? I just forgot how it's called. Like, the autumn season there. And this was very great. It's not. I don't think it comes close for what we have here. I mean, I live in Switzerland. It's like just south, right, from Germany. But it is in we have like I would say we don't have like those shiny or like this bright colors like orange and red like in the USA, I would say. But still, I mean, the autumn I really enjoy also here. So, but yeah, Indian summer now I remember. This was very cool, very nice. I would love to go back during the season there. Yes, Maine is known for beautiful autumns as well. Yeah, but I think I can imagine that you guys have in Minnesota a lot of wood, right? A lot of forests. And I hope I'm not wrong, but isn't Minnesota around one of the big lakes, right? Like west of it. And one of your main cities is Minneapolis, if I'm not wrong, right? I hope I'm not wrong. I think it's like this. Ooh, can I get some water here? Okay. Yeah, do we have still some mushrooms? I think there. Let's eat all of them. So there's some more reed here. How did I get poison? Because the mushrooms. Oh, the mushroom is maybe some small amount of poison. I think this wasn't in the game earlier. Well, let's just go ahead and just craft 21 of them, and then we're gonna also farm some more straw. Yes, Minnesota is a forest compared to most of the USA. Yes, by Lake Superior, also has the Mississippi, lots of water. Okay, cool. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. I mean, I love the forest. I love forests, so that would be a pretty cool. Can imagine a pretty nice location to stay. I mean, obviously, if there are a lot of forests, You don't, I think also you probably don't have too many people, right, in your state. I mean, still more than we have here, but like, you know, it's much more, you know, for each like acre or so, there will be probably less people than we have here. So yeah, I feel like actually I'm gonna use the torch. Completely forget about the torch. The funny part, I forget about the torch during the night to like install it, and on the daylight I forget it to remove it, and I always keep on using the torch. That's something I always do. So the straw is quite trippy right here. So I'll just go back to my house, or to the other, or like the two houses, right? And then I probably, yeah, I'll have to end the stream at this point. And I will be probably back tomorrow for Forest Frontier. So we have some more. Ooh, nice fog we have here in spring. So we have some more, you know, some more building strategy content on the channel. What is this? Not just a stone, okay. Now let's just head back to our hut, cottage, shack, or whatever. I think I remember the color of leaves is caused by cold and humidity mixes and changes. Okay. No. No. Please no. Okay, that sounds interesting. I mean, yeah, it makes sense. Because we don't have so much, you know, humidity here. And the temperature is also, I would say, I mean, after all these years, it obviously got higher, right? Like the median or like the median amount, middle amount of temperature and humidity is probably, humidity is less and temperature higher. So yeah, that would make sense. I mean, also if you compare it to Minnesota, I think. Wait, where am I running correctly? Yeah, I'm running correct. I guess so. Minnesota has two main large cities, St. Paul and Minneapolis, about 10 miles apart, and over half the state lives in those two cities. Okay, nice. Oh no. No, 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 no. I'm not gonna challenge this right now. I'm definitely gonna challenge this right now. Yeah, I am running. Yeah, I mean, right here, yeah, that's definitely a big contrast to here, right? We have literally, I mean, we have like, I would say close to 9 million people now in our country, and it's split, yeah, I would say to like 5 major cities, which I would say maybe take like 2 million of like whole of the people, and the rest is like, yeah, I mean, not countryside, but like I would say like rural area. I enjoy watching you. Nice stream. Thank you very much, man. I hope to see you next time as well, or around. And yeah, I think, yeah, that's good. Just a good spot to end the stream here. I'm just gonna save it here. Let's just stream save, stream game, stream. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, so thanks everyone for watching, especially Jax for your nice also for your chat. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, I'm just gonna read your last message. It's to move somewhere else now. Has more temperature extremes. Almost no humidity in autumn and winter. There's almost no color. All trees, yellows, no reds, purples, oranges, etc. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, at some point maybe you'll get back to it if you miss it somehow, right? But yeah, I would definitely miss it, right? Because we also have some those red and orange colors, but obviously not that like amount how you guys have it usually. Yeah, so anyways, thank you everyone for watching. I hope to see you guys next stream, probably tomorrow around the same time again, with Forest Frontier. And you know, my usual or my normal stream setup will be around like Saturday again, maybe also again on Friday. Not sure how long the repair of my room will take. Right now they color or they paint the walls probably tomorrow again after they did the ceiling. So yeah, this will take some more time. So yeah, anyways, enjoy the rest of your day, Checks. I hope you have a whole day for you to enjoy. We already, for here it's already evening or like early evening. So yeah. Anyways, thanks anyone for watching. I hope you guys have a good day, and yeah, take care, and yeah, don't forget to game on, right? See ya.